Hey guys, happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having an appropriately scary day. It's actually been really gloomy and rainy outside today, so that's definitely added to the spook factor. This is going to be sort of a hodgepodge video. I know I promised like 2 weeks ago that I was going to do a video last week, and then I didn't, and now I'm doing it. But it is going to be sort of a mixture of things. I'm going to do wrap ups for actually September and October. And also, I'm going to show you just a teeny tiny little book haul. So let's get going. So first things first, I'm going to do my wrap-ups for September and October, and I decided to do them together, for one, because it is the end of October, and it's been, like, a month and a half since I've done a video, but also because the number of books that I have read in September and October is kind of pathetic. I read 3 books in September, which isn't awful, but not great, but then in the month of October, I read one book. I know, it's very sad. So, anyway, I did read them, so I wanted to share my brief thoughts on them. As mentioned before in past videos, I have stolen this idea from Book Rat Misty, who came up with the marvelous concept of doing sort of a thumbs up, thumbs down for each of the books and sharing some thoughts. So, let's get going with September. The first book that I read is Breathing Underwater by Alex Flynn. And like I do, I borrow a lot of my books from the library, so I don't have the book anymore, but I'm going to show you the cover right now. So I'm giving this a thumbs up. As you guys probably remember, I went through a phase where I was reading a lot of books on date, sort of romance abuse in teenagers. And this book handled it really well. It was interesting because it was actually from the point of view of the abuser, of the boy who is the abuser, which really sort of turned everything on its axis and was a really interesting sort of journey to go along to find out, what kind of thoughts the abuser had and why they made the decisions that they did. So it was really handled well. I liked the book in that sort of cerebral way. So yeah, I would check it out if that subject interests you. The next book is But I Love Him by Amanda Grace. And again, here's the cover. This is another thumbs up. This is another book, yes, yet another one about dating violence and abuse. And this was really interesting because it actually began with a scene that's actually happening current day, but then it would sort of take you into the progression of the relationship backwards while still flashing back to the current day scene. So you still got to see the progression of the relationship just in the completely opposite direction, which I thought was really interesting, and it was sort of a different nuance on the concept. So I really liked that. I have to say, overall, I really have been very impressed with the way that authors have been handling this particular subject in general. I haven't read any badly written books, which I was really glad about because this is a subject that I think is really important, and I'm glad that there's really great literature out there about it. Then the third and final book that I read in September, I actually have the book because I own it. It's Baby Proof by Emily Giffin, and this was definitely a thumbs up. This was I really like this author a lot. This is I guess it could be considered chick lit, but I think she's more like women's fiction, which I like to think is a slightly different genre. Chick lit tends to be a little more frothy, a little fluffier, whereas this is about, a woman is about a relationship, but it's deeper than that. It's about a couple that got together because both of them agreed that they didn't want to have children. And then after they've been married for a while, the guy decides, actually, I do. And it's how this particular couple deals with, how they've come up against this fundamental issue, and, can they still be together when they don't see it the same way anymore. So it was handled really, really well. I really love this author. She writes in a very realistic way. It's these are thoughts that I can imagine having. This is conversation that I can imagine having with someone that I was in a relationship with. It's not just snappy dialogue for the sake of being clever, but it's actually real dialogue, which I really like. It's nice to have a book like this that shows how real relationships work. It was also a really interesting topic too. So yeah, really liked that one. So if you like women's fiction, you should check that one out. And then the one and only book that I read during the month of October was 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Milanowski, and this was definitely a thumbs up. Just a really, really cute story, really cute characters, a really fun storyline, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was a really fun read. So check this one out as well. So yeah, good books all around, no duds, which is always nice, but definitely shooting for November to be a heavy reading month, because I've been going through withdrawals. So with that in mind, I did go to the library and I picked up some books, meaning two, but good ones, I think. The first book that I picked up was Enthralled. Sorry about the glare, guys. And this one, if you don't already know, is an anthology with a bunch of really great paranormal authors. It's got Kelly Armstrong and Jennifer Lynn Barnes and Ali Condi and Kami Garcia and Claudia Gray and Melissa Marr and Jackson Pierce and Carrie Ryan, and the list goes on and on. And it's just little short stories. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. Some of these are authors that I've never checked out before, so I'm looking forward to discovering new authors. So yeah, excited about this one. And then the next one I am so excited about. It was all I could do not to buy this book, because I know I'm going to eventually, but funds are a little bit tight since I've been traveling so much, so I decided to wait for this to come to me in the library, and the wait was long, but I did finally get it, and it is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I'm so excited. I loved Anna and the French Kiss, just like every other girl in America, and other places. Just really, really wonderful storytelling, really sweet and really fun characters. And I've heard that Lola and the Boy Next Door is even better, if you can imagine, which I can't, but I'm really, really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be awesome and great, and I'm sure it's going to be one that I'm going to want to add to my bookshelf. So yeah, so that is my incredibly chaotically smashed together video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I am going to get on a much more sort of normal schedule, hopefully this week, next week. As I start to read books, I can start doing reviews again, and I have some tag videos I want to do and all that stuff. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.